I just wanted change the view. It's not changing on Twitch. But I guess it's okay. Uh-oh, it looks like it's froze. Oh, it's not playing, that's why. Um, I wanted to take this time to explain to everyone on my YouTube, my Twitch, and my Facebook account, my social media accounts, to let everybody know what's been going on, what's been happening, why I haven't been posting as far as the gaming community is concerned, on my YouTube or Twitch accounts. I haven't been posting as often, and to let my friends know on my Facebook account what's been going on these past number of months, and give you more or less the full story of what's going on. Uh, and just for your knowledge, everyone's sending me messages asking me how am I, and which is fine. I have no problem with anybody asking questions or finding out how I am. That's what friends do. But I decided I would just go ahead and explain everything so everybody has the full picture of what's going on. Like I said, yeah, I'll share a link to this video on my Facebook page. So everybody on my Facebook page will know what's going on. And obviously, this is being uploaded to my YouTube and my Twitch account. As far as, in fact, it's live on my Twitch account. But I'll probably make a separate recording and edit it and then upload it to my YouTube account. So, the full story, I retired in October of last year. It was time anyway. uh, and I had to do a number of things, but mostly, more importantly, I had to find a new healthcare provider, and I had to secure income. So I waited until the following year, this year, before I contacted Social Security and applied for benefits, which I did. I did in January, and my benefits started coming in April this year. My health care, I was able to acquire health care to Molina Healthcare, uh, and which started the first of the year, which was fine. Um, at the time, I did go to last year Labor Day weekend. I did go to Vegas. Had a nice time, no issues. But then I went back in December to check out the Vikings Raiders game. There was a noticeable difference uh, from my last visit. I was fatigued a lot. My legs were hurting. I couldn't walk as far as I wanted to. just little things. My appetite wasn't all that great. Well, they say, well, when as you get older, your stomach gets smaller. But I thought I had Clovis, something, whatever it's called, uh, Clovis, something. It has to do with your eating. You couldn't eat certain foods, which was true. I was having problems anyway eating certain foods, so I thought that maybe this was the issue. But January came along, and I was suffering through uh, abdominal pains, real bad. So I decided, since I had my insurance, all that's all together, I would go to emergency and get this all checked out. At least I'll find out what's going on. So I did. I went to a local emergency room, UCLA, Harbor Central Medical Center, and I was, it was a lot of people. A lot. It was just really crowded. There was a lot going on. So I went there around 6 o'clock p.m., 1800, and I didn't get admitted until sometime after midnight. They checked my vitals. They did all of that, but more importantly, they did the CT scan. And the CT scan uh, showed that I had a small intestine infection, um, which probably, obviously, had to do with my eating issues. um, so, long story short on that, they gave me, antibiotics, and that took care of it. But they also showed um, a tumor in my prostate. So that was the most important thing. The doctor told me, yeah, you have a tumor in your prostate. It looks like it's a stage 4, and you need to talk to your primary care uh, provider as soon as possible. Um, Obviously, I'm a big concern. Wow, okay, so, um, I was discharged later the next day, actually, around 3 o'clock um, in the afternoon, or late afternoon, early evening. And that's what I did. I contacted my primary health care provider, made an appointment. So she was saying, yeah, you need to see somebody as soon as possible, um, or 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 put in a complaint or something. Which I did. It was like I think it was like almost 2 weeks that my appointment was made. So I went and talked to him. Uh, the medical center gave me documentation of the scan and everything, all the information, and I gave it to my doctor, and he looked it over and said, okay. And what he did was he recommended a urologist for me to see, and so I made plans to do that. The appointment came, later on. It seemed like appointments were taking so long in between appointments. But this was obviously all new to me. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Um, Hopefully, I'm thinking, these folks know what they're doing. Um, but I did go, make the appointment. The urologist looked over the documentation that I gave him, and he said, yeah, gave me a prostate exam. And yeah, said you have, is looking from what he could see it was, prostate cancer. Uh, and so not so long after that, I think he tried to do biopsy, but something didn't go right. I don't know. And he said, well, instead of, having it done here at the clinic, um, I'll admit you to the hospital. Um, but for some reason that didn't happen. He said, well, what I want to do is I want to have you go through a series of tests. I guess he wanted to get, the full picture. Uh, but the thing of it is, the way I saw it, uh, the appointments, the in between appointments were lengthy. Sometimes it was 2 weeks, 3 weeks, almost a month. Some months I didn't see anybody. So I was very concerned about that. So my last appointment was in July. The cardiologist, it was the heart doctor, and the 27th, and I wasn't scheduled for another appointment with my urologist until September. And I said, well, what happened to August? So August, the first month of, the first weekend or day of August came, and I noticed blood in my urine. A lot. Quite a bit. So I said, well, it seems like these folks with Medina, I don't know. I just wasn't satisfied with the service. So I said, well, I'll go back to UCLA, um, Harvard UCLA Medical Center, and go through emergency and have this checked out. Since I went to them before, and they seem to know, really on top of things. They seem to know what they're doing. So what I did first, I called on Monday. I talked to a plan director, and I asked him, could I get a health plan through the hospital. He said, yeah, come in and talk to a doctor, and we'll get you set up. So I said, well, it's kind of, like midday. So I said, I'll either come in today or tomorrow. So I came in the next day. I came in Tuesday. And what I did was, instead of going through emergency, I went through urgent care, because urgent care, it's much quicker. The lines are shorter, and you can be seen by somebody a lot sooner than going through the emergency room, which was true. I got there, somebody attended to my issues immediately, and in fact, they admitted me to the hospital. I was gonna be at the hospital for another almost a week, and they, obviously they already had all my records, and they knew what was going on since my first visit. So they administered uh, medication. I had oral medication, and I had medication through infusions. Um, they also inserted a tube inside, in my penis, that went into my bladder, and they did this procedure to drain out the blood that was in my bladder. So all of this was happening, and I went through a series of tests, lab work, x-rays, all kinds of stuff. The same thing, excuse me, that the other hospital was doing. I mean, the other healthcare plan, the other urologist was, sending me out to these different clinics for tests. UCLA was doing the same thing, but in a shorter period, a shorter time period. That everything was done in about 3 days. Because everything is right under the same roof. All of the different departments, everything is right there. Lab, blood work, everything, X-ray, everything. So my condition steadily improved, and I was discharged. So right now, I'm pretty much, I guess stable, but I'm still taking medication, and every now and then, every other week, I have to go to the hospital for somebody to check on me, my condition, to see where my status, see where I'm at, if I need, any changes or any problems or whatever any issues are. So I'm still, in contact with the hospital, going back and forth with these follow-ups. They're also, they did an MCI scan, I think it's called. It's just a more detailed scan, and they found they said blood clots near my spinal cord, and I was gonna have to go through radiology, maybe chemo, to that. So this is where I'm at right now. I'm feeling much better because in January, February, well, especially February and March, I couldn't even walk. I had to get a wheelchair. Luckily, my neighbor kind of helped me along. And then recently, my niece helped me. But now I can do mostly everything on my own. I can go to the store, go to the grocery store. I'm on mobile. Without any aids, I can dress myself. I can do whatever I need to do without any issues now. So things have been better. Ooh. So I'm just letting you guys know what's going on. This is kind of giving you an update of why I haven't been posting, like I said, as much as I would like to. But I'm going to start. I'll try to anyway. As long as my health is okay, I will continue to post gaming, of course, maybe the foodie stuff. And then travel, maybe not so much. We'll see. It's just an ongoing thing. But I would suggest, now all of this is about me. I'm not, using anybody else's experiences or anything like that. This is just what I'm going through. And hopefully, for some of you out there, maybe you can take this and, it might be helpful. I don't know. As well, the issue, I'm breaking up. The issue with me not posting as often. So just the prostate, my health in general, and I know it's one of the main killers of main cancers that affect men. So maybe some of you out there are experiencing the same thing. But I would suggest, and this is just a suggestion, um, there's no signs of a problem until maybe you're in the third stage or fourth stage. But I noticed things were changing. One thing, I was very athletic. I used to exercise, ride my bike quite a bit. But I noticed one thing early on where I was doing sit-ups, and then all of a sudden I couldn't do any sit-ups anymore. I felt this pain, in my lower extremities, and I stopped doing sit-ups. But I didn't think too much about it then. I should have, but I didn't. Later on, I did feel pain, and I made. I should have went to the emergency room. That's what I should have done. But I just made an appointment with my primary care doctor, and he really didn't know. I think he was more concerned about my high blood pressure more than anything else. But I guess he did make it to where I could see a more I don't know exactly who the doctor was. I guess it's a urologist, but he made an appointment to get the exam. I looking back on it, I don't think the exam was as thorough as it should have been, because obviously nothing was found, nothing happened. I think if you get checked, follow up on your appointments, male and female, because cancer can affect anybody. But as far as your prostate is concerned, make sure you get your prostate exam. Make sure you get your colon screening. But make sure everything is done properly. Now, you're just a regular person. You don't know all of these medical procedures and things. But I can compare one exam to the other exam. When you do a prostate exam, make sure there's penetration. The doctor usually goes in there. He has to feel your prostate to see. This prostate is soft. It's soft tissue. So if he feels something a little hard in there, that might be a signal or a sign to him or her that you might have an issue, which didn't happen this time, because like I said, I don't think this doctor even penetrated. So make sure whoever's administering the screening, make sure they're doing a thorough job. If not, get a second opinion, go to another doctor, or in my case, I just like I said, I retired. That health plan ended because this was while I was working under my employer's health plan, and so I retired, got another health plan, and obviously the exams were done a little bit differently. But I say when you turn 50, make sure you start exams and checks and these screenings start. Especially like I said, if you like in my case, I was doing sit-ups and all of a sudden, for some reason, I couldn't do them anymore. Other than that, the a lot of obvious signs are, later in the game. Um, so I would concentrate on that. Um, yeah, change in legal. One thing about legal, um, because like say if you change or before starting your plan, you're admitted to a hospital or some other clinic, they have you fill out a lot of paperwork. One of the papers should say something about if you have a discrepancy to contact them, somebody within the organization. I personally wouldn't sign anything that states that because if you continue reading the documentation, they'll talk about you not um, going outside the agency seeking legal uh, um, what's it called? Not legal advice, but legal representation. And forfeiting your rights to a jury trial. You want to maintain that. You want to be able to go outside, seek legal representation, and if it comes to it, you want to be afforded a jury trial. A jury trial. So be on the lookout for that. You don't want to sign anything that's going to take away your rights. Um, so this is the situation. Like I said, I'm feeling better. And I know it's a big improvement than what was going and what I was experiencing earlier in the year. So this is why I'm feeling better now. I should, make a little video to let you guys know what's going on, the full picture, and you know, keep me in your thoughts, prayers for those that believe in prayer. I definitely could use it. Um, like I said, things are a lot better than they are. I'm gonna continue my treatments, and if any change comes about, uh, that's important to let you guys know what's going on. And but in the meantime, like I said, especially for my YouTube and Twitch channel, uh, I'm going to continue uh, posting and gaming, and as long as my health is there, and I'm able, I will. So like I said, things are much better, are starting to get a little bit better. So you start seeing now. It still might not be as often as I was like, but it's gonna start. So when I'm up to it, um, I'll continue gaming and posting my gaming. Because I want you guys, obviously you guys are here. You guys are here because of my gaming, my content. Those that are following me on Twitch and YouTube, and as long as I'm able, I want to keep that going. Okay, so I think I'll end this video here. For those that have been following me, just joined my accounts, subscribe or follow, or have been doing it and staying with me, I appreciate it. like I said, I hope to produce more content because I really miss it. I look at like the YouTube and I look at other gamers and other streamers, and I'm thinking, oh, I gotta get back into it. Get back into it, which I will. Um, so I'll talk about it more when I post my games. What's going on in the gaming world? What I've been seeing going on. And to my Facebook friends, this is just to let you guys know what's going on. I appreciate all the messages and support and the prayers. Keep that coming. uh, but like I said, I'm feeling much better now. So, give me your thoughts, prayers. A lot's going on. But it's unfortunately a lot of bad is still happening. Recently, here in the states, in the state of Georgia, one of the schools there was a shooting. I think 4 people killed and maybe a number of people injured. So these things are still bad. Things are still going on. So we all need prayer. Those that believe in prayer, stay vigilant out there. All our condolences and we pray for comfort that the families. It's a tragedy when you lose a loved one in these circumstances. So, yeah, if you have any comments or any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section and get a discussion going on. If you're experiencing medical issues, prostate cancer, or health issues, or you want to talk about it, I'll give you like I said, what I'm experiencing, and maybe things that I'm covering, or maybe somebody else might bring up. It'll help somebody else. So that's it for me. Yeah, for those that are on YouTube and Twitch, YouTube, subscribe if you like. Because I don't do this often. It's just every now and then. Something's going on. I'll stop and do a short video. But mostly this is going to be on my YouTube and Twitch. Is gaming. So subscribe if you're on Twitch. Follow. Appreciate the support. I have a lot of content out there, but especially on YouTube. Mostly my YouTube channel has the most content. So if you're on Twitch, don't forget to stop by my YouTube channel because you can see more content. Those of you that are on YouTube already know. So, I'll end this here. Like I said, don't forget to like, subscribe. Keep me in your thoughts and prayers. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the support. And wherever you are in the world, I hope things are going well for you. Take care of yourselves out there. Stay vigilant, like I said. Be aware of your surroundings. Have fun, but stay safe. All right. Till next time.